Heyo, and welcome back to another episode of Late to the Party. I'm your host, Who Gives a Damn. Let's get into the advertisement. The new lights in my room are sponsored by Kara and Larry. We have a camera now, too. I've always had a camera, but I've been too lazy to set it up. And I've always wanted a good setup. And these lights here, check it out, folks. For those that are just listening, sorry, you're missing out. Boom. We got purple light in here now. This is very exciting. Off-brand Chinese lights. I don't know what the names of the lights are, but boy, oh boy, are they exciting and fun to use. If I'm feeling angry, just put on the red light. Green. I don't know what green's for. Green is if I'm feeling like environmentally conscious. Blue is the perfect tone. I think we're going to start, though, with a nice aquamarine because oceans are peaceful. Christmas Eve, we have the Dinner of the Seven Fishes. And if you don't know what that is, look it up because I don't know what it is either. All I know is that it's an Italian tradition. And everybody basically gets together and we eat 7 different forms of fish to celebrate Christ our Lord. I don't think that's exactly what it is, but it's the celebration of Jesus. And we do it by not eating meat. So fish is a meat, but it's not like a pig or a cow. So we eat smelts, crab, anchovies, you name it. You got to just fill out the 7. So sometimes it's different stuff. We had tuna salad, we had crab salad. No smelts this year. Smelts are a real sleeper. Smelts are close to my favorite fish. And I like it so much because I just enjoy watching my uncle de-spine them and throw them down his gullet with not chewing once. He doesn't chew one time. That night consists of 7 fish, lots of pasta sauce. Don't wear a white shirt if you're new to the game. You know what I mean? Don't go wearing a white shirt. You're going to get sauce on that shit. Then we play left, right, center. Now, if you don't know what this game is, it ends friendships. It ends bonds between families. We're playing with quarters, and we're screaming at each other from across the table by the end of the game. Christmas Day had some cool vegetarian lasagna at my aunt's house. I was eating cashews, and I was totally convinced I was eating ground beef. Will I continue to eat vegetarian? No way. Absolutely not. I like meat way too much. I made one of the best steaks I've ever made in my entire life 3 days ago. And if I just keep getting better, why would I ever switch to just cooking a stupid portobello mushroom? I can't even imagine Top Chef. Imagine Top Chef when I only have to use vegetarian ingredients. That would blow. I would not watch the show. Who would want to just watch, okay, so today I made a spring salad topped with nuts, and there's a cool dressing on the side. And I'm sure the vegetarians that are listening to this are like, there's so much more you can make with that. But all I know is a friggin' salad and a burger, a black bean burger. Welcome to the video portion of the podcast. This is going to be a new development and a new thing that we're going to just continue to work with. I might get better at it, I might not. Who knows? Without further ado, let's hop into the pregame. And we go right to the sports and science and entertainment section of the news because I'm not qualified to talk about any of the other things that are happening in the news. I got a 21 on my ACT. I did pretty well in science, though, so we're going to talk about some science stuff. The first story that I found interesting was in the Healthline article. It says, study finds tongue fat can lead to sleep apnea. Now, I don't know how you target tongue fat, but it seems to be that if you're fat overall, your tongue is also fat. And really quickly, before we get into the news, let's change the tone a bit. Let's change it to a nice purple. Keeps the body guessing. It's a nice lavender tone. I'd found this story very attractive because the title of it said tongue fat. But then this one just says, you get into the article and it says, losing weight can help your sleep, according to a new study that found tongue fat can increase your risk of sleep apnea. Now, if you have a fat-ass tongue, I can imagine that getting in the way of breathing. The study says that losing fat in your tongue can alleviate symptoms of obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. The condition occurs when people stop and start breathing during sleep. I wonder if you could do tongue workouts. Besides making out with somebody, what can you do to increase your tongue weight? You know, because muscle weighs more than fat. What if you just have a ripped tongue? You could be a fat guy but have a sick-ass tongue that just is able to flex. Do some tongue exercises. You know, while you're sitting down playing video games or something, just work it out. The next article we're going to space exploration. I'm excited about this one. I like astronauts. I'm infatuated with them. But for some reason, I found this interesting because one of NASA's new turtle astronauts may walk on the moon or even Mars. They're keeping it ambiguous and exciting. I like that. One of the members of NASA's newest astronaut class, graduating today, might be the next to walk on the moon and perhaps might even be the first to set foot on Mars. The graduates, nicknamed the Turtles, weird name, I think, for astronauts. Maybe they're like playing that tortoise and the hare sort of thing. Like, we're playing the long game. We're not trying to rush to the moon. We're going to take our time and we'll get there. After a metaphor that Vice President Mike Pence employed when the astronaut class was originally announced in 2017, is NASA's 22nd class of astronauts to graduate from basic training in the first class of astronauts to graduate under NASA's Artemis program, which aims to land the first woman and the next man on the moon by 2024. So Mike friggin' Pence came up with the name Turtle. You could think of something a little bit cooler than turtles. I mean, turtles are cool. You know, Master Oogway in Kung Fu Panda, he was cool. Why can't we pick something cool like Star-Lord? Star-Lord class? Come on, that'd be fucking awesome. I'd want to have Star-Lords land on the moon and Mars. I do think this is cool, though. I like the idea of returning back to space. I mean, I don't understand the benefits of it besides maybe we need to inhabit a planet after we destroy ours. Because we're on that track. We're going to friggin' destroy our planet, guys. Come on, get your shit together. Leonardo DiCaprio is out here on his yachts telling everyone to fix the planet. He takes a helicopter to his yacht, uses whatever amount of gas he wants to use, and then says, guys, we got to stop using so much gas. The last news article of the day is something from UK, something from Britain. Yahoo News said this. Stargazers enjoy amazing scenes of wolf moon across the UK. Now that is a cool name for space stuff. Stargazers were treated to a wolf moon on Friday night as the first full moon of 2020 coincided with lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse, where the moon passes through the Earth's shadow, sparked a flurry of pictures across social media as an astronomy enthusiast marveled at the bright moon. The phenomenon sees the moon move into Earth's penumbra, or outer shadow, causing the Earth's natural satellite to look darker than normal. In January, the full moon is sometimes labeled a wolf moon. Occasionally it can turn red, dubbed in a blood moon. Wait, red, darkness. Let's go back to the aquamarine, though. It's way more exciting. Occasionally it can turn red, dubbed a blood moon. But those hoping for such a phenomenon were left disappointed. Let's hop into the party. We're switching to full blue here for the party, setting the party tone. I find it to be wildly entertaining to be around people that find every situation to be negative, even when it's the most positive thing. Somebody finds a way to make it negative. Like, there are some people in my life, you know, you could win the lottery and they would find a way to be like, this sucks. You win $50 million, but they're like, the government's got to take half of my shit. I'm only winning 25 million in a way, so it's kind of fucking bullshit. I just won, you know, I won a date with Tad Hamilton, but he's fucking stupid, so why would I do that? I got a cool role as a superhero, but it's friggin' Ant-Man, so why would I do it? Shit sucks. The movie's stupid. The movie's so dumb. Why would I want to be a friggin' ant? You're a superhero. Can't you be happy about that at all? Like, you can't even be the slightest bit excited that you're gonna be in, like, the Marvel universe. I'm a friggin' ant. I don't want to be an ant. Why can't I be Captain America? But if he had that opportunity to be Captain America, he'd be like, it's just a super soldier serum. I can't fly. I can't fly. Stupid. So people who make product reviews are also very interesting to me, because you've created a career around getting like a bidet and then reviewing the bidet. And now you just have the bidet. You have the opportunity to just acquire different shit. Then I think you sell that shit or you get paid from Amazon to review the product. But even on YouTube, they do product reviews all the time. And they're always filmed in the weirdest way. It's always like a dark room, and it's an older guy in his mid-40s, and he's like, I was looking for like laptops recently, and I came across a product review of about a 45-year-old guy with glasses, and he just had he was balding and he had a beard, and he's like, so I'm going to be reviewing the Asus A65. It's a great computer. It's got a lot of great capabilities, and you just hear his hot breath in the background, just yeah. So when you get into the specs of it, it's pretty awesome because you really get involved with the cool graphics cards and stuff, and I could really watch all the high-tech 4K videos in complete clarity. And then you get into the kitchen, and you could just look up recipes on your computer really fast. If I want to make chili, it's like so uncomfortable. And then there's some interesting foreign ones too that just, they have some weird non-copywritten music in the background, so it's just like boom, ticka boom, ticka boom, ticka boom, and they're not talking at all, but they're just like delicately showing you the product, doing cool things in the frame to make it look exciting. And there's just that happy music going on in the background, just boom, ticka boom, 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 and I'm left with more questions than answers after those videos. I also noticed, Chicago seems to be the only major city that doesn't give a damn about directions. Like, let's say you're a tourist in New York City and you're asking a New Yorker for directions. So you're going to go up 45th Street, then you're going to turn at 52nd. Once you pass the pizza parlor, you've gone too far, okay? So you're going to come back, you're going to take a turn right, and then from there, you're going to go straight down. Don't follow the fucking Waze. Don't follow Waze or stupid Apple Maps. You're going to go straight down still, go over the Brooklyn Bridge, back from the Brooklyn Bridge the other way, then you're going to end up where you want to be. At that point, I'm just like, okay, thanks, okay, I'm going to just thank you, and then turn on Waze. And LA too. LA for driving. It's like, no, you're going to want to go up Highway 1, okay, Pacific PCH, and then turn on LaGuardia, which is not an airport. It is not an airport in LA. It's actually a New York airport. You're going to turn up Santa Monica and then take a right for about 46 minutes. It's going to be a little bit of traffic, but you'll beat most of the traffic if you leave between the hours of 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. After that, just stay at home. Seriously, don't go anywhere, man. I also noticed getting tipped in change is worse than getting a tip at all. I work coat check shifts at Second City sometimes where I'm checking people's coats. Enjoy the show, folks. I'll check your coat. It's complimentary coat check, but throw me $1, please. There's a tip bucket out there, and I need money. So it'd mean the world to me if you just tipped a fucking $1. That's all you gotta do. But there's some people that'll just start digging into their pockets, just digging deep, pulling out a wad of pennies and just ping, ting, 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 ting. So it's not only startling, but it's like a big fuck you. Just ting. If I get 26 cents from you, that's way more confusing than just not tipping at all. You're ridding your pockets of weight and just bestowing it upon another person. And most likely, I'm going to do the same shit to somebody else. Like if I went to get a cup of coffee and I had some change, ping, I'm throwing the change into the tip jar. But at the time, when you hear that ping, it's so demoralizing. It's about as satisfying as eating a bowl of sedimentary rock. The things that have been on my mind, the 2 a.m. thoughts, the stuff that I'm thinking about at night. Honestly, the NBA. I'm a huge NBA fan. I'm a wicked supporter of the National Basketball Association. The New York Knicks. I'm a fan of the Knicks, regrettingly. I don't know why I picked up on being a Knicks fan. I lived in New York for 5 years of my life, and I've just been plagued by being a Knicks fan. New York Knicks, New York Giants, New York Yankees. The Giants also suck ass cheeks, but the Yankees are exciting. So I just followed my dad's lead. He wasn't a big basketball guy, but when he was a fan of the Lakers, Kobe, Shaq, Magic, Kareem, all, classic Lakers. But I somehow have enjoyed watching the Knicks. I can't watch another game of theirs anymore. They fired David Fizdale, their head coach. I was excited about it. I was happy. I was like, all right, maybe he's the problem. We went 6-6. We went 500 for a while under our new coach, Mike Miller. Not the cool three-point shooter. Different guy. Old guy with no hair. I thought it was a three-point shooter guy at first. I was like, this is going to be great. But it's a bald guy who's just like, yeah, Mitchell Robinson played really well tonight. I was proud of Mitchell's work. His work ethic was fantastic. Mitchell did a great job out there. He's just like a cool 6th grade teacher that decided to coach the NBA. We're going to win maybe 17, 18 games. My brother Larry predicted this. He said, I predict they're going to win about 17 or 18 games. And I was like, psh, psh, no way. Come on. They're better than that. Maybe 20. Come on. 20 games. I'm going to believe Larry here. 17 games is what I predict. I personally love talking about the NBA too. So if I begin to talk way more about it on my podcast, be ready. I'm a huge sports fan in general. So if I can just rant about my teams or find some funny shit to talk about the NFL or the NBA or MLB, don't watch hockey. Sorry, Jesse. I don't watch hockey. It's a friend of mine obsessed with hockey. I can't follow that shit. I can go to a game live and I'm like hammered and I'm waving a towel like, yeah! But that's as much as it gets. Like I just follow the puck at that point. I don't know all the rules to it. Catch me dead watching golf. I cannot watch a game of golf. A full round of golf will put me right to bed. If I'm having sleeping issues, I'm not going to try to reduce my tongue fat. I'm just going to watch some golf. So thank you so much for listening. And thank you so much for tuning in again to Late to the Party. This has been episode number 7. My name's Jack Pogan. If you like this, if you like the new video aspect to it, let me know. The 22 people that listen to my stuff, let me know what you like. I mean, I like doing it, so I'm probably going to keep doing it regardless. But this has been Late to the Party, and thank you for listening.